Hello, welcome to Swabies, No Bees Bought British Beekeeping. Today I'm going to do some wax melting, and I said I'd do a review for the 3 kilowatt wax melter from Techtron. So just to be completely clear, I paid full price for this product. There was no freebies here, and because there wasn't a review I could find of the melter, I said to Darius that after I'd used it I'd do a review for him. So here it is. So Techtron 3 kilowatt wax melter, cabinet styling, 2 immersion style heaters, water heaters in there, quite large capacity. The spout on the front, the cup to tell you how full the inside is, how much water you've got, whether or not you've got it covering the elements. And then round the back you've got the control panel, two control switches for each of the elements, and quite a large cable coming out the top. So while I'm here, I shall plug that in. And 3 pins with notches on them which coincide with the plug socket. Got a long thread on it. Right, so the other end is a 3-pin plug, which is just going to fit into a little extension cable. If you're using a cable on a drum, make sure you wind the whole thing out. Don't leave any of the cable around the drum because you will fry the cable. 3 kilowatts is the maximum you can plug into a plug socket, I believe, in the UK. So yeah, you're not overloading it, but you are pushing it. Anyway, it works fine. I tried it before, and I've used this little extension lead, which is only about 6 foot long, and it all works fine. Anyway, we'll make sure that those are all off, and I shall plug it in, and then I will start to fill this from the hot tap, because I'm not going to put cold water into it. It takes too long to heat up. So yeah, we'll crack on with that then. So as you fill it up, the water runs into this cup, and you've got your 2 lines, and you want it to be about halfway, and so after 25 litres, that's how much that cup's filled. So we'll put another 25 in, see what difference that makes. Right, so that's just shy of 50 litres. And you can see in the cup there, the water level is about there, and if you look inside, the water level is just below the outlet spout. So right, we're good to go. So let's put that down, and I'll show you the tray that goes in. Okay, so the aim of the game here is to fit that little spout into the outlet port there, and rest the whole thing on these 2 frames. Just like that. So now when the wax melts down through the frame, hits the tray, and then it runs down through the little spout into the big spout and then out. Okay, so the next thing we have is the basket, and this actually sits on top of that tray, and you can see it holds quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure how many frames. I mean, we've got how many frames? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 frames in there, but you'll probably get another 2 if you put them in properly. So perforated all around and underneath. There's the steam to get in, and this just sits in to the tray. Right, so once you've got the tray in there, you're all ready to cook. So we'll get the lid down. The lid has catches on either side at the front. And we can turn it on. And now we just have to wait for some steam. So a little tip, make sure you have the wax melter tipped forwards, so any wax that's in the tray will actually flow out through the spout and out. Don't do what I done last time and leave it level, or even worse, tilt it backwards. So yeah, just give it a little tilt forwards, and if you can get it level the other way as well, because the spout's in the middle, which is fairly good, because the spout's in the middle, that's where you need the liquid. So if you're tilted left or right, then you're still going to sit in the tray. So you do need to make sure you're leveled out on this. So one of the ways you can tell whether or not it's heating up and getting hot is this will start to shimmer, and you'll start to see steam coming out of here. Of course, the other way you can tell is by touching it. It's bloody hot. So we have our first drips. Right, so now we have a flow of wax. The good stuff. So that's taken about 3/4 of an hour to heat up and get to this point. I'll put some water in there, some cold water in this bucket already, and then just let the wax fall on top of it. Help separate the sludge out a little bit. So we'll see what we get out of it. You won't get much out of it, wax wise. But one thing I forgot to mention is, once it's heated up and it's coming out like that, you can actually turn one of the heating elements off. And it will still come out. It doesn't come out as fast, obviously, but it still comes out. It's interesting. Let's turn that back on again. Can't make that much of a difference that quick, can it? Yeah, it can. Well, there you go. Flipping heck. I didn't realise it made that much of a difference. So to tell what's coming out of it, whether or not you've just got water or whether you've got wax, obviously you can look at it, but you can also, I like to use a sticky stick, and you can see once that cools off, you can see whether there's any wax on it. There is a little bit of wax there, not a huge amount, so it's mainly water coming out there now. There you go, mainly water. Okay, so it looks like it's done its job now, so we shall turn it off, turn the elements off, and unlock the clasps and spring clips, and then open it up. Oh. Wow, you see that's done a job. It certainly works well. Right, we'll get the cage out, get the basket out, and we'll see what we can see. Hot. So there's still quite a lot of wax in here, as you can see. So what we need to do is to tip it forward gently. There you go, just about. Yeah. Okay, so this is the final product. This is what we got out of that one melt. It's actually more wax than I thought there was going to be. Yeah, the wax melter does a good job. Very happy with that. Very happy. Should stand us in good stead as we grow as well. So, yeah, thanks for watching.